We've all been there. You sit down with a hot bowl of popcorn, start browsing streaming services for something to watch, and by the time you actually pick a movie, the popcorn is cold and it's time for bed. Enter my agent, Critic's Cut. Using Google's Agent Development Kit, or ADK, the Model Context Protocol, or MCP, and Gemini 3 Flash, I created a multilingual, context-aware agent that actually understands your taste. So you can stop the endless scroll and get straight to the opening credits. But this agent applies to more than just movies. You can apply these same principles to domains like customer support, research, or e-commerce. The patterns stay the same. Let's dive right in. 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, 9 on IMDb, 85 on Metacritic. I didn't look those up, my agent did. It went to the actual Rotten Tomatoes page, read the HTML, and pulled the numbers live. No movie API, no hard-coded data. All I typed was, review The Dark Knight, 1 sentence, and 3 AI agents, a critique, a recommender, and a watchlist manager, coordinated behind the scenes to produce this. The critic agent handles reviews. The recommender agent suggests what to watch next. The watchlist agent manages a personal list that persists across conversation. And Critic's Cut director, the root agent, decides who handles each request. And how does routing work? Each sub-agent has a description field. When a user message comes in, the root agent's LLM reads those descriptions and picks the best match. You don't write if-else routing logic. The LLM handles intent detection using the descriptions you wrote. And that's why getting the description right matters. What I want to focus on today isn't just the movie domain. It's the ADK patterns that make this production grade. Multi-agent orchestration, MCP for real web access, 3 different types of safety callbacks, session state that survives across turns, and instruction templating that makes agents context-aware. Let's start with the most impactful feature, MCP, or the Model Context Protocol. This is how you connect agents to external tool servers. Here, I'm connecting to MCP Server Fetch, an open source MCP server that gives the agent a single tool, fetch any URL. ADK's MCP toolset handles the entire lifecycle, starts the server as a child process via UEX, manages the standard I/O transport, discovers the tools the servers expose, and makes them available to the agent, all in one declaration. So when the critic agent reviews a movie, it constructs the Rotten Tomatoes URL, calls the fetch tool, gets back the page content as text, and then reasons over it. That's why the ratings are real. The agent is reading the same page you would. For the watch list, I built a custom tool instead of using an MCP. ADK converts plain Python functions into tools automatically. It reads the function signature and docstring to generate the tool schema. But I wanted type safety, so I defined pedantic models. Watchlist action is a string enum that constrains valid operations to add, remove, or list. Watchlist result is a structured output of status, the current list, a count, and a human-readable message. The LLM doesn't see these models directly, but internally, I get validation and structured logging for free. Here is the tool itself. Notice this parameter, tool context. Now this is an ADK-specific injection. When your function declares this, ADK auto-provides the current session context at runtime. The LLM never sees it. It's excluded from the schema. I use it to read the watch list from session state at every top and write it back after any change. That's how the watch list survives across turns. It's not a module-level variable. It's stored in ADK's session state engine. Safety is where this gets interesting from a production standpoint. ADK gives you callback hooks at 3 different levels of the pipeline, and here I'm using all 3. Before model callback. This fires on the root agent before every LLM call I scan the user's input against 5 regex patterns that detect common prompt injections. Things like ignore previous instructions or act as unrestricted. If any pattern matches, I return an LLM response directly. Returning from a before callback short circuits the entire LLM call. The model never sees the message. 0 tokens consumed. 0 latency on the model side. The user gets a CAN refusal instantly. Now you might ask, why regex instead of using the LLM to judge whether the input is safe? 2 reasons. First, regex is deterministic. It either matches or it doesn't. Second, it's free. No API call, no token costs, no added latency. For known attack patterns, deterministic checks are the right choice. You'd layer an LLM-based classifier on top for novel attacks, but the regex layer catches the low-hanging fruit at 0 cost. This scans the model's responses for PII, email, addresses, phone numbers, social security numbers, and then restricts them before the output reaches the user defense in depth. Level 3, before tool callback. This one's on the watchlist agent and not the root. It fires before the watchlist tool executes and validates the arguments, like title cannot exceed 200 characters, the list is capped at 50 items, and then whitespace gets stripped. If validation fails, it returns a dictionary directly, and the tool never runs. 3 callbacks, 3 insertion points, model input, model output, and tool input. That's the kind of layered security that moves a project from demo to production. Here's a subtle but powerful ADK feature. See these curly brace syntax in the instruction? That's not Python string formatting. It's ADK's instruction templating. At runtime, ADK looks up user watchlist in the session state and substitutes it into prompt before the LLM sees it. So if the user has already added the Dark Knight to their watchlist, this agent's instruction literally says, the user's current watchlist, the Dark Knight, do not recommend movies already on their watchlist. The instruction adapts to context without any custom code. And global instructions on root agent is shared context that ADK appends to every agent in the hierarchy. I use it to enforce markdown formatting and keep all the agents on topic. One declaration and consistent behavior everywhere. Critic agent also has output key. ADK automatically saves its response to session state last review, so agents can reference the last review without refetching. Let's see everything in action. First, a review. Here I ask Critic's cut director and it delegates to Critic agent based on the intent. Look at the output, real ratings. 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, 85% on Metacritic, 9 on IMDb. Critic agent fetched the actual Rotten Tomatoes page and the Wikipedia article, extracted the data and synthesized it into structured markdown review. Those sources at the bottom are the URLs it actually visited. Now I save it. Critic's cut director recognizes this as watchlist requests and hands it off to the watchlist agent. Under the hood, the before tool callback validated the title. It's under 200 characters and the list isn't full. Then the tool wrote the Dark Knight to session state via tool context. Here is where the state-aware instruction kicks in. Recommender agent's prompt now includes the user's watchlist. The Dark Knight injected automatically by ADK's key templating, so the agent knows not to recommend it. And look, the Dark Knight isn't in the recommendations. It suggested Heat, the Batman, all thematically related, none already on the list. That's not luck. That's instruction template doing its job. Quick persistence check. This is a completely separate turn. Different agent, different context, but the watchlist is still there. That's tool context writing to session state and reading it back. Now the security test. This is a classic prompt injection. Watch what happens. Instant refusal. I cannot process that request. That came from our before model callback. The regex matched ignore plus previous instructions. The callback returned an LLM response directly, and the LLM was never called. No tokens, no model latency, just a deterministic regex-based short circuit. One more test, something completely unrelated to movies. I want to show that the agent stays in its lane. It politely redirects. That's the global instruction at work. Never discuss topics unrelated to movies or TV shows. Every agent in the hierarchy inherited that constraint. So no matter which sub-agent is active, it stays on topic. ADK's callback architecture lets you intercept all three. The before model callback is your input firewall. The after model callback is your output filter. And the before tool callback is your argument validator. You don't need to fork the framework or monkey patch anything. These are first-class extension points. And notice, the whole project is 4 Python files: agent definition, guardrails, models, and tools, plus an environment file for your API key. You simply pip install requirements, set your key, and run ADK. That's it. If you want to go deeper into ADK, check out adk.dev. Thanks for watching and happy building.